Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another one of my videos. My name is Aleisha and I bake vegan treats and other vegan things, cooking, baking. I honestly love to cook. Kitchen is my favourite place. Today we're going to be making vegan Halloween cookies. I thought Halloween is coming increasingly closer day by day, so why not make some cookies? Yeah, we're going to be making sugar cookies with a real icing-like icing. So without any further ado, let's get baking. Alrighty, so to start off with, we're going to be making our sugar cookie base. To do this, we're going to start by taking 2 cups of flour, which I have already measured out, and we're going to add a 1/4 cup of cornstarch to it. 1/4 cup of cornstarch into my 2 cups of flour just there. I'm then going to grab a whisk and whisk them together. The cornstarch adds a sharpness to the mixture, and if you aren't too worried about the sharpness of the cookie, you can use as little as about 1/8 of a cup. Right, now that we've done that, we can set this aside, and we are going to add, I pre-weighed this is 110 grams of butter, straight into there we go, and to that I'm going to add 1/2 cup of sugar. Just like that, into my cake beater, I'm going to add in, put on a beating attachment. A scraper attachment would be best, however I do not have one of those currently. So, and then we beat until creamy. Would help to have the plug turned on. Alrighty, those top layers are looking nice and creamy, but underneath it won't be as creamy, so we're going to scrape down the edges, give it another quick beat together, and then it'll be time to add in the egg. We're just using 1 egg. Alright, I'm happy with those, they're looking real good. Now we're going to be adding in our egg into the butter and sugar mixture. Get as much as I can off. Alrighty, let's go with that. I'm gonna beat those together. Good as gold. Now I'm going to add in a little bit of salt to my flour and corn flour mixture that I put aside here. And I'm going to slowly add this in a little bit there, and we'll add it gradually. Now, it's still too crumbly for my liking, so I'm going to be adding in about a tablespoon of water. There we are. This is the consistency you want, like a dough, and you can break it apart. I added an extra 2 and a bit tablespoons of water, and now I'm going to chuck this in a bowl and leave it in the fridge to chill for 20 minutes. Then we're going to roll them. Alrighty, it has been about 20 minutes. My dough is nice and cold. The oven is pretty much preheated, so we're going to start by rolling out the dough. I'm going to half my dough just to make it easier on myself. We'll push that to the side there. I'm going to put it out on my tray and roll it. Now I believe sugar cookies are supposed to be about 5 centimeters in thickness, but I'm not entirely sure. My dough's probably not quite cold enough, so yeah, it's pulling up like that, but we're on a bit of a time frame here. I have classes in a couple hours, so we're going to work with what we got. Right. If you guys want the recipe, as always, it'll be linked in the description box below. both the icing and the cookies. Alright, we're going to start with, I'm hoping that's fairly even, but we're going to start with just these kind of circles, because I know they're going to work, although they've got this little frill on them. Isn't ideal. Right, now we're going to try some other ones. So I'm going to try and use this upside down cup. See if that works. Oh, made a weird noise. Oh, it kind of works. Okay. Not bad, not bad. And we'll fill up. These are the ones I want to try and see if I can make skeletons out of. So I only want like 3 of them. No more room. I don't know how other people do their cookies, but I was always taught to try and pack everything in as much, like get as many as you can out of each roll. Because when you have to roll it, then you don't have to roll as many times. Right, I'm just going to keep rolling this out, use the other half, make all these cookies, and then we'll chuck them in the oven. They need to cook for about 12 minutes on approximately 180 degrees Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit and bake. So I will see you once my cookies are cooked and cooled and we're getting ready to decorate. Alright, now that we're waiting on the cookies, we're going to start on the royal icing that we need, or the royal-like icing I'm going to be attempting to make. I'm unsure whether this will work. I'm going to be using the all-grain no egg replacer again to see if we can create a royal-like icing with it. The recipe I was looking at had this thing called meringue powder. I'd never heard of it, so I googled it. They do make vegan meringue powder without eggs. It's aquafaba based, and if you happen to have aquafaba, definitely use that instead. But I do not have either of those. This is what I have, so this is what I'm going to attempt to use. So I'm going to be putting 2 cups of icing sugar and my egg whites in, and then adding a little bit of water as needed till I get the consistency I want. And we're going to see if that works. So let's get started. Oopsies, that's a little extra. Half a cup. I should be sifting this, but I'm not going to. Again, running out of time. 3. Oh, there goes the cookies. Oh, no! That's definitely more. We'll just add. That is a disaster. Alright, that'll do. Alright, now for my egg replacer. I will chuck that in there. Just like that. And with a bit of luck, we'll have an icing. Alright, that actually worked out better than I thought. We'll just scrape down the edges. This may actually be around the consistency I want to start with and then add more water as needed. But this is looking pretty good. This recipe, or the recipe I am altering to be vegan, can be found in my description box below. I will link it there. I will also link a meringue or vegan meringue powder, the one I found online, if that's what you're interested in. Alrighty, I believe we have everything we need. I have everything, all the ingredients, colors, icing, some water to water down the icing if needed, some snack block bags, some piping tips, and I have my laptop in front of me with the patterns that I want to attempt, the harder ones. So yeah, with any luck, let's try and make these. I am definitely not any good at icing or piping, but we're gonna give it our best shot. And I know mine aren't gonna turn out like these, but I'm gonna try. Alright, to start, I'm just going to mix my colours. Let's try this again. I've replaced my big bowls with some smaller ones. So we're going to try and use these. Righty. I'm thinking I'm probably going to use a lot of orange and a lot of white. I need the most white, but probably the next most amount of orange. Now to make black, I don't actually have black food colour, but we're going to try and use the 3 primary colours, because we got blue, we got red, and we got yellow. Come up and see what we create. Ooh, it looks so pretty. That's a nice colour, but we just want it a little bit darker. It's not a very orangey orange, so let's add in some more. I don't want to add in too much of that, but I do want more red here. Red and blue in this one. I think I put too much yellow in. Yep. And then yellow. Oh, no! Alright, what I have here is a variation of black. It's like that really weird black if you add different colours. But it's close enough for me. I'm gonna go with it. It's fine. I don't feel like messing around with this anymore. Okay. My catastrophe with the colours is sorted. Now, let's start with the orange one in the bag. I want a very, very, very small hole. Alright, let's try this. Ah, my hole is too small. Ooh, much better. Alright. My pumpkins kind of go like this. Oh yeah, in New Zealand we don't really celebrate Halloween the same way. There we go, that's a decent outline. Because it's not autumn here, it's spring. And we're getting ready for summer and summer holidays, and it's just getting hotter rather than it's getting colder. And like the fall colours and the pumpkins, it's not pumpkin season and the leaves aren't falling. I don't know, it's quite different. Ooh, that's not supposed to happen. We'll run with it, it's okay. They look like beach volleyballs. Now let's try one of these other ones I want to try and do. Which is just go down the middle like that and around the edge like that. That one's not so bad. That isn't so bad, that's kind of cute. I'm happy. Okay. With the cookies here, and yeah, I'm gonna show you, but I've got the ones I do like and the ones I don't like. We'll show each of them, and then yeah. Alright, so these are the ones I'm not so proud of. I do quite like this one. Oops, I touched it. This one here, that one's alright, and the pumpkin at the back, but the rest of them I'm like, eh. The one that says happy, that was a flop, and I'll show you the rest of them. We have over here, I'm getting ready to take a photo, but we have these ones. I wrote Happy Halloween, some much better little skeletons, and that one says, I quite like that one, but the icing ran, and now it's like, but it's still pretty good. So those are my final products. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed making cookies and decorating them all. It's a lot of fun, though the cleanup was not so much fun. Feel free to make your own, have your own go at them, inspiration, I guess. I will link the recipe down below. As I said, the final photo will be on my Instagram. I will link a playlist up in the top corner of all the other sweet treats I have currently baked for you guys to have a look at. Let me know in the comment section which one was your favorite cookie out of the ones I've made, and I shall see you all in the next video. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing.